Grab a pint, pull up a toadstool, and get ready to giggle and groan with your favorite gnome crew. Welcome to First Look Gnomes, where the beers are stronger than your dad's handshake and the jokes are as bad as his puns. Your hosts, Walliams and Mr. Hodgkiss.
Welcome back. Episode 6. Six bomb, you're a six bomb. You can give it to me when I pod along. Six bomb, you're my six bomb. Spotify, you can turn me on.
Hey! I was not expecting that. That might be your best one yet. Six bomb. I'm going to be singing that later as I go to bed. Six bomb.
Oh, your wife is a lucky lady.
A for effort, Wells. That was superb.
Thank you very much. Welcome to episode 6.
Hi, everybody.
I've actually run out of beer. Sorry, listeners. We've not run out of beer? Started beer. I've had a beer.
You've had a couple, I think.
Spoiler alert, we've just recorded episode 5, so I've had a beer ready. This is the same evening. I'm going into the Thirsty First fridge again.
Go in there.
This
is just the making of this podcast is just really to help give validation to Dan trying lots and lots of beers.
Basically, yeah. So the reason for the podcast started, it's just for an excuse to make sure me and Mr. Hodgkiss speak to each other at least once a month. But the hidden meaning was for me to make sure I drink new beers. And also, spoiler alert, I have been drinking already this evening, and Mr. Hodgkiss has not. Well, he has, but on the zero. So I do apologise if there's a difference in quality between myself and Mr. Hodgkiss this evening's podcast.
Don't worry, Williams. Last time we did this, the episode that you recorded after having drinks didn't end up anywhere. So
no.
So nobody may ever hear this anyway. So it can be as good or as bad as you wish.
End of the day, we've had a good time. That's all that matters.
We enjoyed ourselves.
Well, I have anyway. A lovely black can. North again, as the same as last episode. This is a Ultra Phase, an 8.4%.
You're going
DIPA.
stronger.
So that's a double IPA, isn't it? A DIPA. On episode 5, we didn't know what a double DH IPA was.
No.
But a DIPA, I presume, is a double IPA, it's a luscious double IPA made with USA and Australian hops.
Nice.
Saturated in honeydew, melon, green grape, and pink grapefruit, flavoured with a lasting citrus finish. Mr. Hodgkiss, you're the sober one. Did I give the episode 5 Thirsty First a score?
You did not, no.
I did not. I would give that a 8.5.
Wow, that's a lot of fingers.
It was a very good one. Once again, this is vegan. Lovely can, good quality artwork.
I have some news for you as well.
Oh. You know what double D is?
I do. It's a double dry hopped IPA.
A double dry hopped IPA?
Dry hopping is the process of adding hops to beer after fermentation, typically to enhance aroma and flavour without adding bitterness.
Oh, well...
Apparently, you should expect big, vibrant hop aromas. Think citrus, tropical fruit, pine, or floral notes.
Well, that was the previous episode.
Yeah, so this one's a DIPA.
This is a double IPA. So that means I think I've got a feeling I might prefer a double D.
Okay. Said that before.
Less of a impact on the smell.
I can't believe you're going just again peek behind the curtain. It's 11:20 on a Saturday night, and you're going for an 8.4% beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly smooth for an 8.4%, but you can taste the alcohol more. It's I regret the decision. 11:20, drinking an 8.4% double IPA.
You'll sleep well tonight, George. You're going to hear that story.
The wifey wife is not going to appreciate this, and she won't realise until the episode comes out. So,
and you are an editor, so you can always edit it out, and we can say,
okay,
"Oh, the strength of this beer is," and then get the AI to say, 2.6.
It's a 2.6. It's a glass of water.
So how many fingers are you giving this one?
7.
So still a good score then.
Yeah, it's a... No, sorry, actually, no. Hang on.
He takes this very seriously, listeners.
I do, actually. Sorry, back in. I mean, you could drink those and you'd be on the floor after one.
Stay tuned to see if Walliams ends up on the floor. And he'll probably try and blame... If you listen to episode 5, he may even fall down the stairs.
I wasn't drunk.
You will be tonight.
I'm only going to give it a 7 because compared to the other beers, I've scored higher. So a 7, I think, is quite a decent score still.
It's a generous score. Well done, North Brewery. You made some good ones.
Mr. Hodgkiss.
Feedback? Honda feedback?
Get the rod out.
Oh, the rod is out.
Get it out. We're going to the fish pond of feedback.
Fish pond of feedback.
We've had a message through. This episode will probably release end of January, start of February. We've had a message through from Melinda Carey saying Merry Christmas. So apologies for the delay. Merry Christmas back.
Merry Christmas, Linda.
There's something hanging off the end of your tackle.
Oh dear. And I'm not sure what that is.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the end of your tackle. It's an email.
Yeah.
We've got an email from the Fish Pond of Feedback.
Lovely.
Subject line: honest feedback.
Oh dear. Is this from your wife?
Good afternoon. As a relatively new listener to your podcast, I relish the opportunity to listen to each new episode as and this is me speaking here, Mr. Hodgkiss. I think the quotation marks are important.
Okay.
Quotation marks. WFH, which as we know is work from home. I relish the opportunity to listen to each new episode as WFH. I marvel at the way the two of you interact, and I'm genuinely surprised at the informative content you share with your listeners.
Wow.
My only feedback would be that the two of you seem to be on different levels in terms of the quality of humour and your general banter.
Oh dear.
Walliams, is it time you spread your wings, go it alone, and really make a name for yourself?
Couldn't agree more.
Don't let him hold you back. Your friend and avid listener, Morgs. From
Very
Logan.
good. Listeners to episode 5 will know Morgs. He's one of the people who requested one of those videos that we talked about in episode 5. Go back and listen right to the end. How lovely to hear from Morgs.
Yes, lovely to hear from our Weybridge listener. New listeners. We actually, it's dumbfounded. Is that the word? What's the word, Mr. Hodgkiss? I'm on 8.4% beer. Is it dumbfounded? Is that the right word?
You're dumbfounded by the amount of people listening to the podcast.
I'm dumbfounded by the people that actually search, go to our podcast, and listen to it.
So where are these new listeners?
These new listeners are from, so we've got from Bangor, Ards and North Down, which I believe is...
That's by us, yeah.
Oh, is it? Bangor?
Yeah, Bangor, yeah. It's in between where I live and Bangor, Newton Ards, yeah. It's Bangor, Northern Ireland, nice.
Okay. Less so near you, Busan, South Korea.
Ooh.
Aurelia in Ontario, which is an old stomping ground of mine, which one of my fellow Canadians. Fellow Canadians or not Canadian? You know what I mean.
One of your old chums.
Chesterfield, Derbyshire, and after the best part of 2 seasons of no listeners in Africa, and then we got Cairo in Egypt. It's all kicking off, Hodgkiss. We've got a new listener from Cape Town in South Africa.
No way.
Yes way.
We're
Yes,
reaching all corners of the globe here.
all corners of the globe. Little quiz, Mr. Hodgkiss. Little quiz.
Ooh, I love a little quiz.
Just to round off 2024. Who were the top 5, not necessarily in order, but I want you to guess the top 5 countries
Okay.
that our gnome listeners come to. So as in where most listeners come from. The top 5 countries. I expect you to get at least 3 out of 5. Anything less than 3, I'll be disappointed. So
Okay. Are we saying the UK is one country, or are we doing
Correct.
like...
Yep,
Okay, so the UK
correct.
and Canada
Correct.
and America.
Correct. That's 3 out of 5. And they are United Kingdom is first, United States is second, Canada is third. I kind of expected Canada to be second, the United States is second.
After that...
4th and 5th, most popular listeners.
I'd probably say Australia.
Incorrect.
No, all right.
Oh, yeah, one more guess. For the,
Let's
fifth
go
guess.
for the Republic of Ireland.
No. Pakistan and Taiwan.
Wow.
So, number 1, United Kingdom. Number 2, United States. Number 3, Canada. Number 4, Pakistan. Number 5, Taiwan.
Well, hello to everybody in those countries.
So, yes. So, thank you for our Know Me listeners from 2024 and those that continue to listen in 2025.
There must be something better you can do, listeners, but we're grateful you're here. So my first look, we recently went to see Disney on Ice,
Oh.
which was actually pretty good. So we have a child who
In Belfast?
in Belfast, yeah, at the arena. So we have a child and a wife who both like Disney, and we have in-laws who also like Disney. So we
have a wife.
we the royal we. I have a wife who's a big Disney freak.
Yeah.
I've married into a Disney freak. But we bought these things a while ago, and it was great because I'm going to sound like a proper dad here. The price of tickets for things these days, it's so expensive. But the tickets were really reasonably priced. Like I think they were like 20 something pounds each, which I thought was pretty good for like a big arena show.
Yeah.
So we took the in-laws, and we took my mother along as well. And we took Braden, and it was a really good show. It wasn't. I'd been to one before. I took Leslie Ann to one in 2010, and that was just trying to win brownie points. This was the first time I'd taken my kid to it, and it was much better. I must admit, like the show was. I don't know if it's just because, as you say, I've been indoctrinated into the world of Disney now.
Yeah.
But it was superb. They had a big cast, and it was they did loads of stuff for the kids, and they got the crowd going, and it was really good. The only complaint I have, and it's a big one, Brady Bunch. So these arena shows, of course, it's Disney. It's all about, they want to make the money. They want people indoctrinated into the brand so people become lifelong fans, and the lifetime value of that customer goes up, and et cetera, et cetera. So what do they do? So we go, and my mum's there, and his other grandma's there, and they both say, he's like, here's £10. They both give him £10. He's got £20 to buy himself something. I think, yeah, £20 good. So we go to the merch stand. Is there anything there for £20? Is there balls?
Is there not? £20?
So he wanted this hook. It's a Maui hook, like just a plastic hook,
right?
And
like as in like Captain Hook, like a.
No, from Moana. The Rock? He has like a hook, a fish hook.
I'm out of touch, listeners. I'm out of touch.
Well, all this is a piece of plastic.
Right.
It's like something you get from Blackpool for £2. And they wanted... How much do you think this thing was, Walliams?
Well, this is more than 20, which is ridiculous.
It was more than 20.
25?
More.
Well, for a hook. So, what?
A toy.
So, sorry, describe.
You know what?
Describe
I'll send you a picture. Maui.
Are we talking plastic? Like plastic? Or are we talking sort of handcrafted?
So I've just seen one on eBay. for a lot less than I'm paying for it. So let me copy this image and send this to you. This is all it is. Just a plastic hook. Can you see that?
I can, and that's plastic. I mean, that looks engraved and all
plastic.
sorts there. That looks... If
No,
that was
it's
wooden,
just...
that'd be... No?
It's not. It's
plastic.
not.
Like a
Just
3D
plastic.
printer type job.
No, better. Well, a bit better than a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Like a toy.
Yeah.
It's just a little
Right.
toy.
Bit of plastic hook. Got it.
£33. And I was like, okay. And then they had other things. I sound like a right tight arse here, but like
Well,
some of the
no,
stuff they had
yeah.
on sale was like, I was like, okay. So the tickets were reasonably priced, but the merch, and of course all the kids had to have the merch and all the colours, and I was like, wow, that's where they made all the money. I mean, duh. But
Yeah.
it was, so that was my only grumble, was the amount of parents who had gone there to take the kids thinking this is reasonable, and they get stung for all, because every kid there wants to have something.
Moment. It's like, yeah,
of course.
Oh.
And if you see another kid with one, it's like, well, why can't I have it? So nobody wants to be like, you can't have it to a kid when you take them for a nice day.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting the hook. And to be fair, he has got it. He's put it up in his room, and he does like it. And other than the price of that, the show itself was incredible. The people who were doing the ice skating was incredible. The stunts they did, the show. I would, if anybody has kids and is like, oh, this is nice, and it's probably be a bit namby-pamby, I can highly recommend it for an afternoon out. I was well impressed. So that was my first look, Walliams. Disney on Ice gets a thumbs up. This bit. So I have a little one that I was going to do, and this isn't. I don't want a big conversation around this, but I have to ask Walliams because I've never watched this. I've heard about it, but I've never watched it. Tonight, I caught about 20 minutes of it, and I was like, "What is this? What is it? The Masked Singer? Like, what is it?"
If it was squeezed down to 20 minutes, probably a good show. But no,
it made my toes curl. I was watching it. You've got Jonathan Ross and Davina McCall, and they're all kind of dancing and making these weird comments, and it wasn't funny.
It's the new series, or
it must be a new series. Yeah, it was. We were just flicking. We were just having.
We're not. Yeah, we tried it when it first came out, the first series, and the premise of it was good. But it just did so much, like trying to build up, like drum roll, and then repeat what they just said, and then like repeat what they said again, repeat it, and then drum roll, and then it just it was.
It's massively popular though, like people love it.
Yeah, no, we couldn't get into it, but
me neither.
Yeah, I like the idea.
If you're a fan, tell us what we're missing. Like if anyone's a fan out there of the show, and they
write into firstlooknamesoutlook.com.
Firstlooknamesoutlook.com. Tell us what we're missing. Tell us why we should be getting into it. Maybe we're just too old and cynical. Maybe you just have to be more like woo, and just throw yourself into it. But I just couldn't get into it. I was like, what is it? And no, I was like, not for me. No. Over Christmas, we actually went back and watched. I mean, this is quite sad. Again, we talked about retro. LA found out something. So there's a Northern Irishman called Foy Vance, and he was on Stars on the Rise. Foy Vance, F-O-Y,
right.
And he was on Stars in the Rise before he was famous.
Oh.
So that sent us down an old Stars in the Rise rabbit hole on YouTube. And I mean, if I'm saying The Masked Singer is bad, Stars in the Rise was flipping awful. Like watching it back, I was like, how was this prime time TV?
That was the Mist. Then I'm going to be that one.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be
Tonight,
Madonna.
Matthew. Yeah.
So one of the ones we watched was Madonna. And this woman comes out, hello, I'm Julie, I'm from Manchester, and I work in accounts. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Madonna. And she comes out, sounds nothing like Madonna. Absolutely nothing like her. Can't dance like Madonna, doesn't sound like Madonna.
Oh.
And then there was so many bad ones. A guy came out as Billy Joel. He's like, other than he sung a song, that was the only thing he had in common with Billy Joel. He didn't sound anything like
I think the standards were less.
It was so bad. It was so bad. There was I'm trying to think of some of the ones we watched. There's maybe one or two who were like, oh, actually, that's a pretty good impression. But they made a whole show out of tribute acts. Like,
Oh dear.
it was really funny watching it back and thinking, when you look back at it, you think, oh, your Stars Are Ours was brilliant. And then you watch it back like, how was it brilliant?
And that would have been prime time TV as well.
Oh, 100%.
Especially when we had, 4 or 5 channels.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been probably 12 million viewers.
Well, I wonder if Braden now, because he got into it, he was like, yeah, Masked Singer. So I wonder, like, when he's older, he'll be like, when we were kids, we had all the great shows like The Masked Singer. And then he'll go on his YouTube and watch it and go, actually, The Masked Singer was a bit shit. And that was the end of my first looks.
Lovely. First look for me. So, a little bit of a first look for me. But a first look for Logan. But a topic area that I used to watch as a kid. But now it's a whole new world, it's a whole new world. Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas the Tank Engine was a favourite of mine. But, we're talking 1980s, early 1990s. And it's changed so much since then. Mm-hmm. But also, probably when we watched it, it's obviously changed a lot because it's a 1940s idea.
Yeah.
So, Thomas Tank Engine, Logan he's fully into trains. He loves Thomas Tank Engine, which I'm partly obviously mentioned Wallace and Gromit, and that's my growing up, and he enjoyed that. He's into Thomas Tank Engine as well, so that's win-win. It's like, yes, he likes Thomas Tank Engine and Post and Pat.
Nice.
So Thomas Tank Engine. So first look for Logan at Thomas Tank Engine, but a first look for me as well in terms of all the new characters. And for Christmas, we got him and I must admit it's partly for me, but I bought the old original box set. I don't know what to call it, but basically, the original 27 books of Thomas Tank Engine. But he loves them. Yeah, it's very wordy, and there's like one. So you got quite a few words, one picture, and he'll just stare at that one picture for ages whilst you're reading all the blurb. It must be the way it's written, and a little bit like a train going along, so it repeats itself. And Logan's very much he says choo choo now. He says chugga chugga. He's fully into his trains, and at Christmas time he got train sets, and he loves trains at the moment. Percy's one of his favourites, and Percy is old school. Percy's like one of the OGs. But he's also one of his favourites is Nia. So Nia is a new one. So Nia's from Kenya. Nia's like orange and colourful. But there's so much like. So it's 19. So this box set we got. Thomas the Tank Engine, 1940s. So, old.
85 years ago.
Yeah. And not too bad when you read it. Like so far, so I've only read up to book 8 so far of the original 27 books.
Yeah.
And apart from the Fat Controller, there's nothing too like, you wouldn't really say that these days type thing.
Yeah.
But
you haven't got to cancel Thomas.
They're just good, and it's just good, honest. A bit like the old Wallace and Gromits. It's just good, honest charm.
Yeah.
There's new characters now. So there's Kana, which I don't mind Kana. Mm-hmm. Logan's nanny is not a fan of Kana. The electric train, no electric. The good old fashioned steam trains. So with the original, and from what I remember of Thomas Tank Engine, it felt like a bit like Post and Pat, where it was like in Yorkshire or somewhere, some random village or something. There's new episodes now which are quite American. There's like American versions of it.
Yeah,
like Thomas can fly and things, and there's like. And the theme tune's like, go, 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 Thomas, da, 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 go, go, go. And it's all just...
over the top.
Too colourful, too... Da, da, da,
it's something like more toys.
Yeah, and a bit like the new Post and Pat. It's like, special delivery service. Da, 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 da. Whereas, I don't know, there's something to be said about the old school. So, Thomas Tank Engine, Postman Pat, in Yorkshire, going through the old Yorkshire Dales and just chugging along and choo choo choo.
And Fireman Sam as well.
Yeah, Fireman Sam and like Postman Pat, for instance, would pop in, have a cup of tea, speak to the person he's delivering to, and then crack on. Whereas now it's just like go, 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 deliver. It's all about speed, and so I think my bigger picture is, Mr. Hodgkiss, is this affecting our kids these days? These cartoons, quick.
Adding to the anxiety and the stress. And no, of course it's not. I don't think so. Anyway, we've been through this. So very similar. What you're going through, Walliams, is very normal. For a man of our age, you're going through something that's very, very normal to be expected. I can confirm and concur that Braden was exactly the same. Thomas mad, Postman Pat mad. Loved it when they combined it. So in Postman Pat, you got the Pencaster Flyer, if memory serves me correct, and the Pencaster Rocket and the Pencaster Flyer, which are two trains that feature in Postman Pat.
Oh, look forward to that.
Rare. One Christmas, he asked for a Pencaster Flyer toy. We had to get it second hand, and we had to drive an hour and a half away to pick this thing up. That's a different story for another podcast. But it's quite normal because obviously you've got such strong memories and bonds with the shows yourself.
Yeah.
But when you know, to the kids, like Brain would often say, like, if I tried to make him watch the old Thomas, now he'd grown out of Thomas before they went really cartoony. So we had the kind of 3D versions, Thomas and Friends, which still all the classic characters, but was still pretty good. Like Channel 5, pretty good. Now the cartoon version, where it's like go, 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 and you say, it's all Thomas and Friends from around the world, and there's movies. It's like, wow, okay, this is just too much. It's not as I was like, I like the old one, but that's just because you're old. No charm. But that's just because of our nostalgic approach.
Probably.
Logan will tell you what he likes the most. Does he like it? Which one doesn't he like? You know, it's hard sometimes because you want to try and steer your kids into things you like. I tried so hard to get Brain to watch. I bought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Series 1 to 4. Couldn't stream an MS. I bought them on DVD again. I was like, let's watch this. This is brilliant. 10 minutes and he's like, this is rubbish, Dad. I don't want to watch this. Like, I want to go watch something. So it's whatever. Like, there's new programs that the kids are going to watch, and they'll have exactly, God willing, they will have exactly the same kind of conversation about, that Thomas and in the new version of Thomas and the Postman Pat special delivery service rather than just Postman Pat. And, you think about our parents, right? Some of the shit my old man would say, like he used to watch, like Jamie and his magic torch and the magic roundabout, and the herbs like sage and Mr. Ben. You watch it now? If my dad had tried to make me watch that, I'd be like, "Shut up, Dad! I want to watch Danger Mouse."
Danger Mouse. Yeah.
So even Danger Mouse has had a facelift. Yeah. But like what we watched, Inspector Gadget and stuff like that, our kids would be like, "What a load of tosh." What our parents watched, we would have probably just turned our noses up as well. So you just got to embrace it. Well, you're going to be like, okay, this is what the kids are into. Yeah. And hard though. Still, just occasionally just force him to.
But so far, he has enjoyed the old school Thomas.
Oh, that's good.
As well as the new stuff.
That's good, and it's good for you as well because you enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
So first look at the new Thomas alongside the old Thomas.
Old Thomas is better.
The next generation.
If you so I remember there's a video of, because obviously you and I like AC/DC. There's a song called Rock and Roll Train, and somebody has put old school Thomas video over Rock and Roll Train, and it's very funny. Brian thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. So if you, I don't think it's particularly funny, but he finds it very funny. So Rock and Roll Train versus Thomas the Tank Engine. Enjoyable stuff. Give him a ring. See if you can get Michael Van Gerwen on the phone.
I'll give him a call.
Give him a call. See what happens.
I'll give him a call.
You got his number, haven't you?
I do. 1 second. Let me just give him a call. What's his number? Oh, it is 077 054 3, 2. Hopefully, no one's listening to this. 3, 2, 1. Double 0. Here we go. It's phoning. Oh, hello. Hello. Darts, yeah, darts. He's on the way. He said.
Is he coming on the way?
He said on the way, darts. On the way, darts.
Oh, very good.
So he's on the way.
Well, while you wait for him, shall I go and see if the No or Gnome wants to come and have a chat?
Yeah, I mean, what an episode. No or Gnome and potentially Michael Van Gogh.
Potentially Michael Van Gogh coming in. Well, why not? All right. Cool. Right, I'm going to go. I'll go and see. Oh, hang on. He's here.
Who is? Not both of them. Is it both of them?
No, just a No or Gnome.
That would be a lesson. No or Gnome interviewing Michael Van Gogh.
Yes, well, I've got to go because I need to give up my seat. Hang on.
All right.
You're right, mate. Hello.
Hey, No or Gnome. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, thank you, Daniel. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, not too bad. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be lovely if Mr. Hodgkiss, the No or Gnome, and Michael Van Gogh were in the same room? That would be.
That would be. It would be a very busy room.
There would be a busy room. But not to be. How you doing? All right?
I'm okay. Yes, I am. Very cold at the minute. For gnomes, the snow. It's very
tough
chilly.
time of year, winter. Tough time of year because you predominantly live outside.
Well, I'm here today because I, if you remember, Dan, I did actually speak to you on episode 4.
You did. Is that the one we recorded or not?
Yes, it was.
No, we didn't record episode 4.
We recorded it. It just never saw the light of day.
No, it did not.
Because somebody forgot to press play and record. So I'm here today because the listeners have probably missed me. And I thought it would be a good idea to come and continue my series on helping people with their relationships.
Yes, relationship advice, wasn't it? Yes.
Yes, we had a request. We've had a request from a listener who wants to know how to tell you. Beg your pardon?
From Weybridge, or where they're from?
No. This person is from Bangor.
Okay.
We've had a request, and they said, "How do you tell your partner the gift they got you isn't quite the right one?"
Oh dear.
And I thought this was because we're New Year, and yes, like a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. It doesn't specify. But I understand that this is a very sensitive matter, and one I've experienced myself. So I thought I'd tell you and the listeners a story about me and my beloved wife from Christmas many moons ago, before she was shattered and destroyed by the lawnmower.
Yes.
On the road to Christmas, I've been dropping a few hints about needing a fishing rod. Subtle things like leaving Gnome Fishing Weekly open on the advert for the local rod shop, and complaining about the rod I had.
Yes.
Well, on Christmas morning, my good wife...
The Rodmus 2000, that's a good one.
No, you don't want the Rodmus 2000, you idiot. No. On Christmas morning, my good wife presented me with a lovely long box, and I knew right then... She'd gotten...
Yes, it. Whoops. Sorry.
She displayed her box.
She displayed a box, all right. Okay.
And we were such children. And and I knew she'd gotten the hint. As I took a look in the box...
Open the box, instructions. I mean, no.
Sorry. It was indeed a fishing rod. But she's got me the salmon snatcher 400. There was a rod in the box. Brand new rod in the box. And she'd gotten me the salmon snatcher 400.
The salmon
but I... the salmon snatcher 400. But I had my heart set on the codpiece 4000. So as she hugged me and asked if I liked what I saw in her box, I of course said...
The codpiece in the box? No.
No, she got me the salmon snatcher. I wanted the codpiece.
The codpiece was in her box.
No. So this is a very serious story, Dan. So she bought me a lovely rod. Anyway, she asked me if I liked it, and I said, of course, dear, it's perfect. As the day went on, I wondered if I should ask her if she'd kept the receipt and be honest with her about my desire to have the codpiece 4000 and not the salmon snatcher 400. After all, she said she wanted me to have the perfect gift, and the salmon snatcher wasn't what I had wanted. Over a nice supper of cheese and crackers, I was about to come clean, but before I could, Mrs. Know-It-All said, "Dearest husband, I'm so glad you like your present. I spoke to several different shops about the best one to get you, as I really wanted it to be perfect, as you've worked tirelessly all year." At that moment, I knew this was indeed the perfect rod. It may not have the length or the girth that I had hoped for, but it was bought with love and heart. I never told her the rod was the wrong one, because, quite frankly, it wasn't. So my advice is this: if the gift comes from the heart, it is the perfect gift.
And you bought your wife a lawnmower, didn't you?
No, Daniel. We don't talk about lawnmowers. It's a very touchy subject. That was a hard story to tell. That was.
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Yes. I hope some listeners out there find the information useful.
No, very useful. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm going to go now and have a wee rest.
Yes, have a restful wee.
Goodbye. What happened there? It looks a bit... He looks like he had a good laugh and a good cry at the same time.
Yeah, he did. He's just talking about his rod.
He's talking about his rod again?
Yeah, his rod and codpiece.
The codpiece of the salmon snatcher.
And salmon snatchers. And,
and the big boxes.
And rods and boxes. And,
Very nice. It's heart-wrenching sometimes when he talks. He didn't talk about his wife.
No, he didn't very much, no.
He didn't really mention her?
Not too
much. That's good, because sometimes he gets very emotional when he talks about his...
good old... What's his wife called? Mo, isn't it?
Not Mo! Oh. No. Anyway.
Bless her.
Bless her. Rest in peace.
Anyways, rest in peace.
Is.
I have pieces, yeah. Oh, someone's dialing through. No, someone's dialing through. Oh, hello! Hello. Hey.
Hello, Daniel.
Hey, it's Michael. Hello, Mr. Van Gogh.
Hello.
Yeah. the line's a bit funny. How are you? How was Christmas? How was the championship?
I'm very sad, Dan. I'm still very sad. I have not got over the fact that I lost to Luke Littler in the darts.
You did very well, though, I think.
No, not on the final. I didn't do very well. I was terrible, Dan. Terrible. I kept thinking about parties.
But a star is born every 17 years, so
Yes, but he's too little. He's too little, and I want to beat him in the darts. I'm looking for going. This little punk beating me. I'm not happy.
Yeah, I can't quite understand you, Michael. The accent's very strong.
Sorry, I'll talk more clearly. Is that better?
But yeah, that's lovely. I hear you've been in Thailand. You've been in Thailand recently on holiday.
No.
You have.
Yes, I was in Thailand. Yeah. I tried to forget it.
Yeah, your Instagram said you were in Thailand. But
it's a lookalike.
But all right. So it's all right. Yeah. So you didn't have a nice time then because you weren't there.
I was in Thailand. I tried to forget things though because of the darts. I lost the darts and then I can't. I'm very annoyed.
Fair enough. Any first looks from you, Michael?
Oh, we had the first look at Luke Littler winning the darts championship. He won. He's the world champion. He won £500,000, and I wanted the £500,000 because I needed to buy a new car. My car's broken. Oh, that's what? If I play really well, I'm not good. I'm gonna have the money, and then I buy myself a car, and then I can drive nice places.
Lovely.
But I didn't.
No, you did not. So we've only got you booked in for a very short time because the agent said it costs a lot of money.
Time is money.
Yeah. Any final words? Any?
I'm gonna pray. If you try and beat me the darts, I'm gonna beat you down. I'm gonna win the darts.
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 Thank you, Michael. Thank you for calling
I
in.
love your podcast, by the way. It's the only thing that gives me. I love the Naruto gnome. He's my favourite. I knew his wife.
We've not had many listeners from Holland, actually. Not.
Oh, I would tell people. I would tell people to listen to the podcast and watch the
Please.
darts.
Yeah,
listen
more
to
listeners
Perfect Gnomes and watch the darts.
More listeners from Taiwan and Pakistan than Holland, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay, done. I'm going to go now.
All right, yeah. Nice to speak to you.
Bye, done. Say hello to Craig.
Bye.
Goodbye. What's that?
Yeah, so Mr. Hodgkiss, you didn't manage to actually speak to Michael. Any reason?
He rang you, didn't he? I can't hear what's going on in your phone.
No, sorry, of course, silly me.
What was he talking about? Anything exciting?
You'll find out. You'll find out in
it?
episode 6.
Oh, very
I'll
good.
share the
Looking forward to it.
recording. But yeah, it was very good, very good. So we'll end the series, not the series, the episode. We're not ending the series.
Some people would love it if it was the end of the series.
A bad joke.
So, I'm going to give you some context here. For Christmas, Brain got a joke book.
Yes,
Specifically aimed at 9-year-olds.
Yes.
I'm reviewing it. I can safely say I imagine it's the same book that you get all your jokes from. So I'm going to tell 3 and we'll do a test.
These are bad jokes. Not bad jokes, these are bad jokes.
Seriously silly jokes for kids.
Silly jokes, not bad jokes, these are silly jokes.
Silly jokes. Your kind of jokes.
Well, I don't know what.
We'll see. We'll see. See what you think. See if they make you laugh. Are Dan's jokes better than a 9-year-old's?
Oh.
So, joke number 1. Why do bees have sticky hair?
Why do bees have sticky hair?
Because they use a honeycomb.
Hey!
This next one's actually quite good. This one genuinely made me laugh when I read it. What do you call a pig that knows karate?
A pig?
A pig that knows karate.
As in oink oink oink.
Oink oink. A pig that knows karate. A pork chop. Yeah.
Hey!
And then last, what did the wolf say when he stubbed his toe?
Ow!
Ow!
Ouch!
See, I'm at the audience, Dan. It's probably your kind of stupid humour, silly humour.
Well, they're not bad jokes. They're not like rude bad jokes.
No, they're quite funny. Brian likes them.
Yes, which weren't actually publishable in the end, but
What, the ones from previously?
yeah.
I'm not surprised. They were very bad, very rude.
Oh dear. Yeah, on the bad joke note. So my boss, he hates it when I shorten his name to Dick.
Okay.
Especially when his name is Steve. So that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode. You're drunker than you were 3 hours ago.
Yes, I am actually.
I can definitely tell.
Yes.
This is what we have to tell on top.
Don't you hate it? I hate it when my wife keeps telling me that I don't get it. I mean, what does that mean?
Very good. Keep them coming, Walliams. Keep them coming.
See you in a couple weeks, everyone.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Julie. I'm from Manchester, and I work in accounts. And tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Madonna.